Hello everyone, today we're going to be having a look at Windows Longhorn build 4042. Now this is an early Milestone 7 build of Longhorn which was compiled on September the 9th, 2003. So interesting features about this build, the welcome screen now features a sort of grey-blue gradient which aligns with the new Slate theme, or was new, which replaced Plex. Plex was the thing that was more closely aligned with Windows XP, and Slate, as you'll see, it's got that sort of darker tone which we got to see, well, I wouldn't say similar, but it's more similar than Plex was to the theme that we eventually saw in Vista in the final build. And there are a whole host of other interesting things which survive in Windows to this day in this build, which are brand new in this, so let's have a look. Okay, so here we are at the desktop, so I'll just show you quickly the new logon screen. So if I go to switch user, so you can see here the new colour gradient, which is obviously that blue greyish look, which obviously comes with the new Slate theme, so it sort of more closely aligns with the system theme. So I'm just going to put a Control-Alt-Delete in, and you'll see here as well the surround of this is obviously that dark grey colour. Not sure if I like it actually, but there we go. And yeah, so another thing is you'll notice on the side here we've got documents, then underneath that is my documents. That's because you've still got the old XP era Explorer and this sort of new documents folder which we eventually got to see in Vista, at least the shorter name of it, because it's quite a buggy mess. So here we go, I'll just load up this new documents folder and then the old Explorer so you can see them side by side. So here's like the old XP era Explorer, which, it's got, oh, it doesn't have it on music, but it's got this big icon enhancer on pictures, which is interesting. And then this is the new one. It's interesting where it says no results for the quick link. Obviously it's broken, but I suppose for a build like this it doesn't really matter. Clicking name a new folder. Let's try stack. Okay. This is interesting. So let's just see. Is there going to be anything? There won't be anything in there, will there? Yeah. And then if you press new in here, it doesn't actually bring anything up. So obviously, I don't think you can add anything to this at this point. It doesn't change if you change the view. Interesting. No, it doesn't work either. Okay, so if you try to open one of these when they're inside a folder, you get options about what program you can use to open them. So if I do Internet Explorer seems to like it. How interesting. Now, at first glance, it's difficult to tell whether this is actually... No, it's not Internet Explorer, is it? This is actually like a File Explorer, which, yeah. Because then this is Internet Explorer over this side. You can see the different colours in the toolbar as well, which, I mean, that could just be a feature of this build of Internet Explorer. But yeah, I mean, interesting. Notice this is all still got the Windows 2000 sort of UI when you go to About. So you can see here we've got a slate modified theme. I wonder if it makes it any different if you just go to slate. No, doesn't look like it. Let's try Windows XP. Okay, well, it sort of half worked. Oh yeah, we've got an XP start menu and a Plex taskbar. That's interesting. And then My Documents. Oh, it actually loads it up quite decently. So you've got that sort of blue look. I actually quite like that. But yeah, so, oh, there we go. I've just noticed as well, when you go to this Documents thing, if you create a stack and then you go away, it just sort of deletes it by itself. It's like a black hole. Anything that's thrown into it never comes back out. Switch back to Plex. Try Windows Classic. Oh, no, that doesn't really change anything. The XP Classic start menu. Go back to this one, there we are. And here's the screensaver, if I can not move the mouse. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? That's still got the white Windows flag, which interestingly is sort of present in some areas of the system, but not others. And there's no way to sort of change the appearance of the slate theme, I don't think, anyway. Okay, so I'm going to play around with the sidebar, I think. So we've got this sort of like little area up here with all the shortcuts, but I can't seem to drag anything onto it. Control panel appears to be quite the same as Windows XP in previous builds. Hasn't really changed much. And yeah, the start menu function is exactly the same as XP really. There's not IDW login tool. It's ominous, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh well. So I've added a couple of things to the sidebar now, which was fun. And one thing I've noticed is you've got this sort of My Contacts area, which you can see I've added a few contacts to, including Picard of the Enterprise. But just to show you, it's sort of almost like it's a little database, like a Microsoft Access thing. So you can add entries to it, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I don't think this made it into the final build. Certainly it wasn't like this really. You can add organisations to it as well. Oh, that's interesting. So if you add a place of work, it actually creates a whole separate thing that... Very large icons I've noticed, but I suppose to display all the information down the sides it needs it. So yeah, let's have a play around with documents again. So if you... I mean, it takes forever to load, but I suspect... Oh, there we go. Make a new folder at the top doesn't work, but... Yeah... So we've got stack there, and then... Oh, look at that. As soon as you go back to documents, it's vanished. Oh dear. So obviously they had one or two bugs in this build, which doesn't surprise me. Does make me wonder though, if I go into there, but then I find, I don't know, a random file, I'll pick one out of, oh look at this, old Longhorn clock there. But yeah, let's find a random file and then just copy it into that stack and then see if it actually stays there. I think I know what the answer to this will be, but it'll be funny to find out anyway. Now, what shall we do? XP login, or let's just go with an old-fashioned sound effect. Ta-da! See if this works. Okay, so it thinks it's moved it, but nothing has appeared. Oh, and it's vanished. It is a literal black hole. It absorbs everything that gets thrown into it. Right, well, I think this brings us to near the end of the video. I will just point out there, though, you'll see the Piglet in build string has been changed to Longhorn Professional once again. And I think that is it. So, this is the first video I've done in about 3 years, so hopefully it went well. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it very much, and hopefully you'll stick around for the next Longhorn video. I'll sort of slowly work my way through them, and yeah, should be fun. Thank you all very much once again, and have a good day.